What's going on, fellas? What's going on? Give me a minute. Got my little ruler. So, do my logs. So here we go. Straight line from 2 o'clock to 12. And then we're going to go down. Take a half an hour break. I don't do no damn logs. Come on, fellas. Shucks. Today I wanted to show you guys what, Joseph Kevin, what's going on? What's going on? Jose Ramirez, what's going on, bro? Thanks a lot for tuning in, both of you guys. Yeah, today I just wanted to show you guys, this ruler thing. History for me. Logbooks that you get at the truck stops from the company's history. I haven't done a logbook in I couldn't tell you maybe a year and a half now. So let me show you guys what it is that I do nowadays, which is fairly nothing. And so you guys can see what it looks like. I'm barely doing my log right now. I've been on the grind since 2 o'clock. So this is what my logbook looks like. That's just the manifest. That's what it looks like. And that's all I have to do on a daily basis. Here is from where I started, and then where I went, the trailer or container number, the city, whether it was an empty or a load, was I picking up or am I dropping? And then, whatever remarks and stuff. And then you put your tractor number, a date, and then down here is your starting mileage, your ending mileage. And then here's the little pre-inspection that you do on every morning. Everything okay? You cross that out, and then you initial it down here. And then on the back is your break times. Your break times, you just put them right here. You initial and you date, and that's it. That's what I've been using for a while. And when I got audited by DOT, these are my bills that I got to fax in, email. So far I've gotten 1, 2, 3 loads, 4 with this one right here. But I've been on the grind since 4 o'clock in the morning. So anyways, when DOT audited me, I showed them what I was using, and they said that was perfect for me. So I've been using it ever since. And then DOT themselves, they gave me a manifest themselves, and they said, if you want to use this, or you want to keep using what you're using, that's perfect, So just keep that in mind, fellas. When you're doing local work, and the way DOT sees it is, if you park wherever you park and you don't go past 100 miles in the surrounding parts of where you park, you don't need a logbook. All you need is a manifest. That's it, a manifest. Date, time you came in, time you came out, how many hours you worked, starting miles, ending miles, and the city you went to and came from, stuff like that. But as far as a logbook, you don't need it. And what's also legal, let me show you guys. What's also legal, you know how in the back you got the break times and all that. What's also legal, you can also make one of these up, and like, say for instance right here on the remark, You can put a 30-minute break, and then what city you took it in, and then what time you started again. So it's not a difficult paperwork to do when you're doing local work, especially down here in Southern California. And again, I'm only talking about Southern California, or should I say California, because that's where I work and that's what I know. So that's what my logs consist of, which is fairly nothing, and it's not bad. I ain't got to be worried about being overweight. I ain't got to worry about going over scales. I really don't have to worry about much, Like I said today, well, for the last 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, I've been pulling for JB Hunt, and their equipment, as far as the chassis, the tires, the lights, the containers themselves, they're like they're on point, So I really don't have to worry about their equipment because just by the looks of them, you know. I still go over there, and tap on the tires and check all the lights and stuff, but just by the looks of them, they're all right, So I really don't have to worry about much. I got offered a sweet deal. Jose Ramirez, what's going on, bro? To go back into the port. So this weekend I'm gonna stop by this company slash broker and see what their rates are and see what's going on over there. Uh, I know a lot of guys have asked me about load match. Let me give you an example of what happened this morning. Uh, I was looking for a load this morning and I went on load match, and I was supposed to deliver at 6 o'clock in the morning, so I took off. Wes, what's going on, bro? Thanks for being in the neighborhood. And I get to BNSF, and well, before I got to BNSF, they have a phone number that you can call to check to see where the container is at, what spot it's on, what lot it's on, and stuff like that. So I called it, and it was nowhere to be found. So I still went into BNSF, just to double check. I thought maybe the operator heard the numbers wrong. It was 4 o'clock in the morning, so I figured, he probably got it wrong. So I went in there, and sure enough, it wasn't nowhere to be found. So then I ended up finding out that load had already been delivered yesterday. So that's what I'm talking about, load match. Stuff like that happens on that load board, which I'm not too fond of, so try to stay away from it. It doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen. That's what kills me, But as I was sitting there, I ended up grabbing another load, and I got the motor going, which was pretty good. So that's the adventures that you get from load match sometimes. And Sam, what's going on, bro? So that's why I rarely talk about load match, because of situations like that. Uh, I got in my truck at 4 o'clock in the morning to be down at BNSF at 5 because my appointment was at 6 and load wasn't there no more. But, I recovered, I recovered. The last thing you want to do, is get frustrated and stressed out over small stuff like that, Some of you guys might think it's not small stuff, but to me it's small stuff when when you can get other loads, you have access to other loads, and with UIIA, you have access to other loads, and you just keep pushing, and that's what I did this morning. So it was not bad. This afternoon, I find myself again at Costco in Mariloma. Uh, don't like Costco in the afternoon because they take forever. My appointment was at 12:30. It's 1 something right now, and in the afternoon, that's when it gets real bad over here. There's not many trucks. Let me show you guys. There's not many trucks, but for whatever reason, they just take forever in the afternoon. Don't know why. And that would be my load right there. So, but yeah, fellas, that's what happened this morning, and that's what my log consists of. Just a plain old manifest. Some of you guys may be asking yourself, where can I get a manifest? You can make it up. You can make it up. You know, like I said, it's real easy. You know, time in, time out. How many miles you ran, your name, your truck number, and then at the bottom, where's it at? Starting mileage, ending mileage, and that's it. You know, you can probably write something down and then put it on a copy machine and copy it yourself. It doesn't have to be anything notarized, a paper notarized or anything. Uh, it's real easy. It's real easy. Some companies might want you to give them a copy, and some companies they don't. The people I haul for, they don't. Because I have my own authority, so I got to keep records of them kind of things myself in case I ever do get pulled over by DOT. So it's not bad. Let me get to you guys' questions if there's any. Let's see. What do we got? We got Joseph, Jose, new to the channel. Keep up the good vids. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it, Jose. Thanks for tuning in. If I live in Texas, is the Porsche worth the money moving to California? Yeah, it is, bro. It is. It is. Fernando Garcia, Vic, where you buy them at, bro? I made them up. Fernando. Quinones, hey Vic, when did you get audited? I got audited last year, bro. I think it was like in June or July. I got a video on that. DOT is federal. Crazy how the state make it up as they go. Yeah, it is, Joseph. Would you recommend fixing my credit first or just putting a big down payment? Thanks for the info. Well, credit, I mean, your best bet, Jose, is to lease on with the company that is leasing out trucks. That way you don't have to worry about your credit. And pretty much the company's going to co-sign for you. Whiz Kid West, what up, Vic? Checking in from the IE. I'm a new sub, just getting started in trucking. Appreciate all your knowledge and info. Keep on doing your thing. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Good luck on your stuff, man. You ever need some help, just tune in, and there'll be plenty of people here that'll give you some input. Vic, where do you buy them manifests from? Like I said, I made it up. Hey, Vic, quick question, bro. When you get a portion, please, can you run local runs to California when DOT audits you? Will you be fine if you have local runs? No, you won't get fined, Sam. You won't get fined. The only thing with local plates, bro, is they're just cheaper. They're cheaper, and when the e-logs come into effect, they're gonna come after you because since you have them plates, they're gonna think that you're running out of state, so they want you to have e-logs. Quinones, hey Vic, let's see the fridge you have. Why you want to do me, Quinones? Why you want to do me, bro? Yeah, Sam. No, they won't mess with you, bro. There's plenty of people here that have portion plates, and they run nothing but local. I've ran into a gang of guys that have them plates, and they don't mess with them. But like I said, once that e-log crap comes into effect, you will hear from them, and they're gonna want you to have an e-log. There's a lot of dudes here that are running under that app. What is it? Keep Trucking or Trucking something. They run under that app. You can download it on your Android phone, and it's legal. It's legal. I know one dude that's been pulled over a few times in the scale, and he shows them that, and he emails them his logs, and he's good to go. So that'd probably be another way that you guys can run with that app. The app is accurate, so it's not bad. It's not bad. But here's my e-log. There it is right there, fellas. A straight manifest. Good old manifest. I love this thing. Love this thing. I ain't got to worry about, this little line went over. This little line is not enough. I don't have enough hours written down. I ain't got to worry about any of that crap, So it works out pretty good for me. For all you super truckers out there that think, there's good money over the road, that's on you guys. I make a pretty good living doing local work, and I spend a whole lot of nothing time on this little thing right here. I don't have to keep pushing buttons, and I'm resting or what have you, and I don't have to keep sending messages. Nobody has to call me up and tell me you had a heart stop. Your Mars. Whoa, what's going on, bro? Where you at, bro? Where you at? I don't have to worry about checking in with anybody. Why? Because my manifest does not detect a damn thing. It's just a piece of paper. That's it. And I just keep them for my records. Let me show you guys. See, I make 2 copies in case the company wants a copy of them. So I just have a whole bunch of them. So that's what I do. This right here is all my port addresses. Wherever the ports are at, I got an address for it, and I just navigate that son of a biscuit. And might not take me to the front door, but it'll get me there. So that's what I do, fellas. A manifest, a piece of paper, and DOT is fine with it. As a matter of fact, DOT, when they audited me, their manifest was way simpler. They didn't want miles. Written down. They wanted just a time in, time out, and how many hours I ran that day, and from what city to what city. That's it. So it wasn't bad. But I like this one because I have a little bit more detail in case, I get one of the DOTs that's didn't wake up on the right side of the bed, should we say, and he decides to get real picky about things. So let's see what else we have. Day off, Mars World, day off. What? What the hell, Mars World? Man, you a Hebrew slave, bro. You steady working. Must be nice, though. Good thing, bro. Okay, bro, once the new law comes in, are you going to be able to use your manifest? Yeah, Fernando, I'm still going to use manifests. The new law it's only being applied to the people over the road. It's only applied to the people that are doing more than 100-mile radius from where they park. The rest of us local drivers, we're still going to stick to the manifests. But, sooner or later they'll get to us, Uh, they're coming out with a whole bunch of BS, and it's only a matter of time before they catch up to us local guys, you know. So hopefully they leave us alone and let us do our thing, because there's too much traffic for us to fight for an e-log or any kind of computer to be on our truck. I ran under a Qualcomm before, and you wouldn't believe how many heartbreaks I had. And sometimes I just used to do it just to do it. I would be in the parking lot of the company, and I would just slam my brakes, you know. And then they would call me, and I would tell them, "I'm in the parking lot. What the hell are you talking about? Oh, were you hooking up to a trailer or something?" "No, man, I'm just sitting here." And it's just, that computer crap in your truck is just terrible, terrible. And anybody that supports it, I can't tell them they're wrong. I can't tell them they're right. I can only say what I think, and I think it's not worth it for me, you know. The Asian Maya show, check that out. Check the big dog. That's the big dog right there. If you guys haven't seen the Asian Maya show, go check him out, man. Cool dude, cool dude, cool dude. He plays it off like he's broke and uh, scraping for money and scraping for food, but don't be deceived by that guy. That guy, he's got some good stuff, man. Thanks a lot, Alex, for tuning in, man. Appreciate you. But yeah, fellas, the law is not gonna affect me yet, but we'll see. Hey, Vic, does e-logs mean less money? If you ask me, Sam, yeah, cause gotta run, Vic. Thanks for the full. Keep on trucking. All right, Joseph, stay safe out there, bro, and drive safe. And thanks for tuning in. If you ask me, yeah, it's gonna burn up time, bro. And how they gonna reimburse companies and brokers? By getting more drivers. That's the way I see it, you know, because them e-logs are they're gonna shut you down. They're gonna shut you down, and who's gonna take over? Another driver, another owner operator. So, but I'm just hoping it doesn't hit us before I retire, because it just, e-logs are just, they're crazy. Manifests, I mean, they're perfect for me, you know. I do my paperwork within a minute or two, you know. At the end of the day, I'm done. I'm done. And all I do is just grab all my bills, and then just start writing from the city I started, where I ended, the next city, where I ended, and of course my starting miles. I always write them when I first get in the truck. That's the first thing I do. I don't even put the time in, my name, my truck number. I don't put none of that. All I do is just put the miles I started with, and I take off. And then at the end of the day, I just do all my paperwork. I go over 100 miles. Can I still use a manifest, Vic? Under the law, you cannot. No, you cannot. But if you don't go over 100 miles every day, you might get away with it. But as far as I know, you cannot. You have to be local to run under just a manifest. All right, fellas. Well, I just thought I'd drop that on you guys and show you my manifest, and let you guys see how it is that I'm running through local work, which is not bad. If you're driving out there, be safe. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you guys on our next video.